Edvard Munch's The Scream is one of the most iconic images in art history. It has been analyzed, reproduced, referenced, interpreted and commercialized more often than perhaps any picture other than Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. In May 2012, when the last example of this work left in private hands was offered at Sotheby's, it captured the world's attention. Munch conceived of The Scream as a part of an epic series known as The Frieze of Life, which explored the progression of modern emotional life through themes of love, anxiety, and death. The Scream was singled out as the most powerful composition, and it quickly transcended its original context. Munch has turned the head of the subject to confront the viewer. The figure has been stripped of every civilizing feature. It is sexually ambiguous, visually amorphous, and almost dehumanized. It began in 1892 as a prose poem in which Munch describes an epiphany he had while in the hills above Oslo. He wrote, "I was walking along the road with two friends. The sun was setting. The sky turned a bloody red, and I felt a whiff of melancholy. I stood still, deathly tired. Over the blue-black Fjorden city hung blood and tongues of fire. My friends walked on. I remained behind, shivering with anxiety. I felt the scream in nature." Edvard Munch. The scream doesn't emanate from the figure, as one might initially think. Instead, the figure is blocking out the harrowing scream of nature. With this, Munch gives expression to an experience, a feeling, thus capturing the definition of expressionism, the movement for which this picture would become an icon. Of the picture, he later wrote, "You know my picture, The Scream? I was being stretched to the limit. Nature was screaming in my blood. I was at breaking point. You know, I felt it all." Executed on the cusp of the most violent century in history, The Scream turned out to be remarkably prescient. After the terrors of World War II and the Holocaust, the horror the picture embodies was intensified, and The Scream became the defining image of existentialism. Since its creation, The Scream has been appropriated for cartoons, political campaigns, and other fine art.
Edvard Munch, The Scream, from 1895.
In Sotheby's Impressionist and Modern Art Evening Sale in May 2012, The Scream sold for nearly $120 million after a nearly 15-minute bidding battle between 7 bidders. It was the most expensive artwork ever sold at auction at the time of sale. The Scream is the ultimate portrait, the portrait of a human soul.